Hello. I have much to talk about, but most of it happened after I recorded the video yesterday. In fact, you know what's funny? I missed a workout yesterday. I haven't done that since my video about me talking about working out, which I think was like my seventh video ever. It was my seventh video, and now we're on what episode? Uh, This is gonna be episode 35. So that means that I haven't missed a workout for shoot, man. That's like 5 weeks. I haven't missed one. That's really good. Like there have been even like weeks in which I've missed multiple days. I'm gonna end up missing multiple days this week, but that's just because I'm going home. I mean, I could go work out right now, but I want to get homework done here because I know it's gonna be difficult to do that at home when it's a different environment and I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I like making excuses for myself. So there's that. Today I woke up at 10:01, so even though I stayed up till 4, which is crazy by the way. I think I got the advantage of sleeping too much 2 days earlier, so I'm pretty okay today. I might end up going to sleep early. I doubt it. I never go to sleep early. It's impossible for me unless I'm in unless I'm in uh, a really bored state and I've been doing a bunch of stuff the entire day. There's times when I get exhausted, but I just stay awake anyways. So that happens. And I woke up and then I was like, I got my computer science quiz that I need to do, but I want to go get something from Scarlet Skillet because I haven't done that in a while. And I realized I have a bunch of meal swipes left that I'm going to end up not using, which is funny because I thought this was going to be the week that I ran out again, but I think I'm going to be maybe 5 short. I don't know. But I got something from Scarlet Skillet, did my computer science quiz. What's funny about the computer science quiz is that I entered in the... Wait, yeah. There were questions on there and then I could enter them into the program that we use. It's called Spider. And I entered it in there and it asked, will this work? And I think everybody would be benefiting if they entered it into the coding. I don't know. Entered it into Spider to see if it would actually work. That's what I did. And I think that I'm going to end up getting 100% on this. He still hasn't graded the first quiz, which is annoying. And what's funny about this quiz is that I stopped taking notes in class because he ends up posting all the notes online anyways. So it made it really easy. Let's get to this stuff and then I'll tell you about what happened last night. All right. We got, dang. So, this is baseball. Ground is broken at Clark and Addison Streets in Chicago for a new ballpark called Weigman Park. The facility is built to house Charles Weigman's new Chicago franchise in the Federal League. With a seating capacity of 14,000, Weigman Park is constructed in just 7 weeks and opens April 23rd. The Federal League will disband in December 1915, and Weigman purchases a controlling interest in the Cubs for $500,000. The club will begin playing on the site in 1916. The ballpark will be known as Wrigley Field beginning in 1927. That's kind of cool. And we got Newt Rockne, Dazzy Vance, Margaret Osborne DuPont, Kevin Johnson, and Draymond Green. That's a lot of people. It's weird to think that Luka Doncic is 9 years younger than Draymond Green, and they're both playing the same sport, and I would think of them like in the same era. Luka's going to be good for a really, really long time. Anyways, let's get to what's on this list today. Alright, so I did homework without medication yesterday, which is very rare for me to do. Usually, it's not even the fact, sometimes I get unfocused while doing my homework, and that is especially difficult when I'm off my medication. I will be like, oh man, this other thing is way more interesting. I'm just going to go do that, and then I make up like excuses for myself. But I think, hold on. Let's look up some of the names on the weekend that I know. Michael Irvin, and Shaquille O'Neal. That's it. Wow, that's not very many. But what was I saying? Yeah, I struggle to focus while doing homework, especially off my medication. But yesterday I was like, you know what? I want to finish some stuff off my medication, and I didn't finish my math homework, but I actually made really good progress, and I was focusing for 40 minutes without my medication on math, which is something that in college I haven't done yet, so that's huge. Oh, I also got my physics test back. It did not go that well, but I already knew it didn't go well. I got 73% on it, but I know I'm going to do better next time, so it doesn't even matter. Topics that we have. Other than that, I went clubbing with people yesterday. And as someone who doesn't drink or smoke or do anything, it was a very strange experience. I don't, like, picturing me, even like yesterday, I would probably be like, dude, what are you doing? And then I don't know what I would do if somebody said that to me who looked just like me. I'd probably punch him while I was in that state of mind. But it's crazy to me that people, like, there were so many hot chicks there, and I was just shocked by that. I was like, what is this? What is this? It's such a strange thing because it's maybe as big in there as like three of our entire dorms. Not three entire dorms, but including my room and my other three roommates' room and the living room. It would maybe be as big as like four of those all combined, and I think that that's pretty crazy that many people could fit in there. And I didn't know most of the songs because that stuff that they play there is not really the stuff that I listen to. So I went in. They put this on my hand. If you can see that, it's an M. And then I paid the dude up front money in cash. I do like that it's all paid in cash because as someone who doesn't have Venmo, that's very convenient for me. And also for someone who has like a bunch of cash and quarters, it's also very convenient for me. There's a lot of stuff to unpack just in there. So I walked in there. There were maybe like one or two people that I knew that I played pool with, and they told me that they party, and I was like, huh, wow, I've never been to one. And something funny, my mom was describing to her friends, yeah, Aiden's probably not doing anything tonight on a Thursday, and that's like the most I've ever done. I would not have done that had I had computer science, maybe. Actually, you know what, I probably still would have done it had I had computer science, but it's whatever, like in-person class the next day. The floor was really wet. I was so surprised by how wet the floor was, but it made it easier to do certain dance moves. Like, I could definitely moonwalk on that floor if I wanted to, but there's not enough room. There's about as much room for you to move as there is for me to, like, if I was sitting in this chair. I don't know if I can raise it up so you guys can see it, but, like, this is about as much, like, confident room you could have. You could put your arms up, blah, 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 bass, bass, bass. Alright. But it was interesting. There were people actually, like, grinding on other people in there. I'm like, I thought that was a myth. Genuinely, I did not know people did that. But I think, like, for someone like me to go in there and to not, like, back down from that, knowing the fact that I don't even know the people that I'm going with that well. I don't know if I'm going to know anybody there. But, man, I don't care. They were good to me, and I was good to them. And I want to make sure that, like, I went with 3 girls, and they're decent friends of, like, other people that I know more closely. And one thing that I'm thinking about while I'm there is, like, I want to make sure that no one, like, touches them, like, terribly or assaults them in a weird way, because I don't want their nights to be ruined and to have, like, a terrible experience, and they need to be able to have fun. And that's what I was thinking when I first went in there. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just like watch, make sure nothing bad happens. But then I joined in, so yeah. And then there were a bunch of coins on the ground. I don't know why that is a thing. And when I parked, and then when I left, the parking was like $1.25. I paid it with my card, but then I was thinking, damn, I could have just picked up a bunch of coins from the floor and I could have paid for parking. I'm probably gonna do that next time. And they said they want to go next Thursday. I'm like, okay, and that should be fun because Thursday to Friday transition is pretty easy for me. It's not easy for everybody. I know one of them had like a biology test next day. I'm like, you crazy. Oh, I also ran a red light, but because I had not driven in, 3 weeks, never been in that environment before, and I was being told directions, and it was downtown. That's a bunch of excuses, and what's funny about that is that at the very next red light that I stopped at, thankfully, there was a cop that went right by, so if he was, or if she, I didn't get the gender on or sex, I don't know. Anyways, I didn't see what gender or sex they were, but if they were even like one block further this way, I would have been pulled over, and then I don't know what would have happened. Probably nothing because I was sober, but it would have been interesting. And then I have homework that I listed out. That's not as exciting. Not even close, really. But we got Physics, Center of Mass and Conservation of Momentum, and Math 15.3 and 16.1 and 16.2, and a homework check. The homework check is probably going to be the easiest out of all of these. Because I was doing this assignment, and there was one part on that assignment where I was like, damn, we haven't done this with 3 variables yet because we had to skip it over in the notes to make time. But our teacher posted it afterwards, and that's the part I was focusing on so hard. And I wrote so well. Oh, man, I'm more proud of that than me, like, letting loose yesterday. It was a good feeling to be there. Next time, I'll be way more confident while I'm there. And maybe I'll even know some more of the songs. There's only like one song, or 1 or 2 songs that I knew. I can't even name them. One of them was by Cardi B, of course. I don't think she deserved to win Woman of the Year, but she did. I can't change that. I'm a man, so come at me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not 40. I'm only 19. As you guys may know from watching my 3rd video ever. That's my 3rd video, but my 3rd video on the UNL experience. Speaking of the UNL experience, I think it's time to end the video about it. Outro.